Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Human Resource Machine where we are, we're up to step 16. Let's do 16 and then we'll come over to 17. We've just had our employee morale insertion. So absolute positivity is the next one that we need to complete. So let's have a squizzy poo at this, shall we? Haha! Positive attitudes were determined to increase productivity and are now therefore mandatory. Smile, management is watching. Oh, that's pleasant. Send each thing from the inbox to the outbox. But if a number is negative, first remove its negative sign. Oh, okay. So, alright, let's go if negative, then how are we going to do this? So if negative, we need to, first let's then store it in 0. And then, hang on, if something's negative, then you, so let's say it's -9. -9 minus -9 is 0. And then minus -9. Okay, so then let's, sub 0 twice. Sub 0, right? So that'll get it to 0 and then get it the other side of 0. And then we need to, I guess, from there, well that then, oops, hang on, copy, no, we don't need to copy from, what am I doing? Sub 0, and then we need to outbox it, but then, oh gosh, we're gonna have to do some loop-de-loops. Alright, how are we going to do this? Alright, so the outbox stuff needs to go at the bottom. And this inbox needs to... Alright, so let's put this loop up here. Right? And then jump if negative outbox. We don't need 2 outboxes. Okay, that's fine. So, this can then jump to outbox. This jump if negative can go to there. And then we can jump to here. Right, okay. So this jump takes us to inbox. If it's negative, then we do this loop. If not, we just outbox it. And then we need another big jump here? Well, that seems too complicated. We could jump straight to here. Does that work? I fear that we've got there's too many jumps in here. Okay. I tell you what, let's do, because this jumps to outbox, and then we've got to jump, and this rolls into the outbox. Okay, hang on. So let's pull out. Okay, so I want to jump to inbox. Okay, my brain hurts. I mean, this will work, won't it? Jump to inbox. If negative, we jump to here and run through this, and then we jump to outbox. And if it's positive, then we jump to inbox and then straight to outbox. But then there's another jump here to loop it back, and then... Okay. Let's try. Do this, right? And then that doesn't need to be there. Okay. And then... So that needs to be the full loop. Right, so, okay, here we go. We jump in. If it's negative, then that works, and then it outboxes, and then it inboxes. Right, but if it's positive, then we need a jump to the outbox and then we inbox. And then we don't actually need this full loop jump. Okay, so hang on, here we go. Oh man, my logic sometimes, guys. It sometimes works, and it sometimes fails me utterly. So, first, we jump to the inbox. If it's negative, we do the negative loop. If it's positive, then we outbox, and then we jump straight back to the inbox. We just slide straight into it. Okay, let's try that. Inbox. Cool. Inbox. It's oh, whoops. Copy to 0. Not copy from. Okay. Here we go. It's a 3. It's not negative. We go straight to the outbox. This one is negative, so we copy it down. And then subtract, and then subtract. Look at that. Positive 9. Yes, indubitably. Bloop, 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 bloop. Dun 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 dun. Yay! And we got it with 8. Speed? Yes. Excellent work. Thank you very much. I will continue to the elevator. Now, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's do the exclusive lounge. This should probably be a bit more challenging. Yes, I've always... Oh, hello. You again. I've always felt most comfortable with nice, cold, logical decisions. Emotional decisions are for the weak. Oh, that's... okay. Right. For each 2 things in the inbox, send a 0 to the outbox if they have the same sign, like if they're both positive or both negative. Otherwise, send a 1 to the outbox if their signs are different. And they've given us a 0 and a 1 here, so that's nice. Okay, repeat until the inbox is empty. So we're going to need to inbox to 0. And then we're going to need to... Hang on, how are we going to do this? Let's have a look. If they are both positive or both negative. Alright. And if negative, and if positive. Okay.
Many calculations later.
So the first one is already negative, we know that. Right? So the first one's negative, we've jumped up here, we read in number 2. And then, if it's negative, we need to then pick up... shit, what was the command? If they're both the same, then send a 0. Okay. So, if we in 2 and it's negative, then we copy from 4 and then outbox. And then we need to jump to the start. Great. Alright. That works. So this then becomes out 0. Actually, I'll change that. Same. Same. So we start. And we loop down to here. So this is in 1, right. So if we read in and it's negative, then we jump. If it's not negative, then we need to have a jump to read the second. Right. So if negative. If not, actually, no, we don't need to jump. We can just plonk it onto the bottom here. Then we inbox. So at this point, so the first one's positive and we in 2, right? So the first one was positive. So now we read in number 2. If that one is negative, let's do this. Let's roll this all the way up to the top here. If that one's wrong, So if they're... God. Okay, so if this one's negative, but the first one was positive, then we need to copy from 5 and outbox, but we want to actually do that after the start. So this is the start jump here, and then we want this to slide down to here, and then copy from, and then outbox. So this is diff. Okay. And then jump back to the start. Start diff, same, into right. And then here where were we? Okay, so we inboxed and then it's not negative. And then we inbox, and if it is negative... Okay, so then we've inboxed. If it's not negative here, then that means they're both positive. So then from there, we can jump to same, which copies 0 to the outbox. And then we jump back to the start. Oh my god, that's... I don't think we're going to get any awards on this one. Let's find out. So this one... Oh. Oh. I'm pretty sure we've done that wrong. Yeah, we did that quite poorly. Okay. Alright, let's logic our way through this again. So, start. And we jump to here, where we read in the first value. So, if it's negative... Right? Then we read in the second one. And then if it's negative, we copy from 4 and then outbox. That works. And then we jump back to the start, which then jumps us back to a read, so in 1. Okay, so if it's negative, and if it's not negative, then we inbox the second one to compare. Then if it's negative, we write 1. And if it's not negative, we... Oh my god, what have I done here? Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Right, jump, jump. So we jump to in 1, inbox. Okay, it is not negative, so we don't jump. Cool. Then we inbox again. This one is not negative, so we don't jump. So we jump to same, which copies from the outbox, and then writes that, and then we jump back to the start, which loops us back into in 1. This one's -9, cool. And it is negative, so the first one's negative, then 4 we read in number 2, which means we inbox again. This one's also negative, so that would jump to same, copy from here, write it to there, and then we jump back to the start. So these ones are going to be different. I think it's the differences that we had problems with. So this one is negative. Great. So we jump to... So the first one's negative. Now we read in the second one. Oh, I think I've missed a jump here. I have. Look, there should be a jump there. Yeah, so it only has a jump if it's negative. So let's stop that. So after this, we also need a jump to diff. Wow, my god, this is terrifyingly complicated. Okay, let's start over. Right. So they were different. Okay. So these two are going to be the same. So we got 0. Excellent. These two are going to be different, so I should write a 1. Which does. Great. And jump back to the start. And these two are the same. 0. Done. And we're out of inbox items, so we're done. Alright, exclusive lounge, size challenge. Oh. Nope. 28 or fewer steps? Nope. Okay. So I could have done that much more efficiently, but I guess we'll have to come back to that next time. Sabbatical beach paradise. Ah. Hello, ladies. I guess this is me, sitting in my little chair. Delightful. Lovely cup of tea. Not exactly the nicest looking beach, I have to say. It looks fairly post-apocalyptic. But maybe that's just me. Alright. Countdown. And I just got an achievement, which you guys can't see on the recording, but that's okay. Yes! Welcome back. Tick, tick, tick. Time keeps ticking down. Let's get to work. Oh, yes. I love what you've done with your hair. Well, it's gone thin on the top by the looks of it. I'm getting older. It is, I mean, I have been with the company, you know, quite a few years now, so these things happen. Okay, for each number in the inbox, send that number to the outbox, followed by all numbers down to or up to a 0. It's a countdown. You get new commands. They add 1 or subtract 1 from an item on the floor. The result is given back to you, and for your convenience, also written right back to the floor. It's called bump. Okay. How does that work? So if I inbox and copy to 0, right? So if it's then alright. If it's negative, we're going to need to do a subtract bump loop. Right? And then that means that we need a jump to start here. So if it's negative, then we bump 0. If it's still negative, then we keep bumping 0. Oh, hang on. And we bump 0 and then outbox. And that needs to outbox there as well. Right? And then bump 0, outbox, outbox. Jump if negative. And then down to or up to 0. Does it include 0? I guess it does. No, wait, because when it gets to 0, it's no longer going to be negative. So at that point, we can just flow straight back into the inbox again. Okay, so that makes sense. So then, the next option would be if we inbox and copy to 0, then we outbox that value, right? What's this? Send that number. Okay, so then we outbox and then, so this one, it's not going to be 0. So we, actually, hang on. I don't want to have that outbox there. I can do that more efficiently by just moving those two around. So it'll outbox and then bump down each time. And doonky doonky doonky. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so then inbox, copy to. If negative, let's say that it's not negative, then we want to outbox and bump positive 0. Wait, I'm doing it the wrong way around. This should be the bump up. This should be the bump down. And then that should then jump to... oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, hang on. Let's just debug this and see what happens. So inbox, copy to 0. Okay. It's not negative. So it's going to outbox. And then it's going to bump this one down. And then that then needs to outbox. Okay. So that needs to outbox. But then we need to get to the point here where, I guess, when it gets to 0? No. Because we want to copy the negative as well, right? So then we need to jump in back to inbox, I guess. Sure. What does that do? Okay, so we're going to inbox. So this is a positive number, which we're going to copy down. It's not negative. We're going to outbox the initial. Then we're going to bump it down. And that jumps to outbox. And then let's just go for it. Okay, bump, copy. Bump, copy. Yep. Bump, copy 0. Yeah, okay, great. And then if it's negative, toss it away. Great, next one. If it's negative, we outbox. And then we bump it up by 1. I think this jump needs to be we need a jump if 0 in here as well. Right? Bump down. Yeah, okay, stop. Okay. So jump if negative. And then else. Oh, we're just putting outbox in there. Alright? Because if it gets down, then we just straight to the outbox, and then we write the 0, and then we inbox and we start over. Okay, that should be it. Let's go. So 8, let's speed this up a little bit. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off. -2, -1, -0. Yeah, look at that. Did we do it? Are you happy with this? Yay! Size challenge? Oh, nope. Didn't make that challenge. 82 or fewer? Oh, we did. Okay, cool. So at least we got one of the challenges. That's kind of nice. Alright, I think we've kind of hit the limit here. We'll probably come back to Multiplication Workshop next time. Guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this this little video. Let me know if you like it. Give us a thumbs up and drop a comment below and let me know if this is working for you. Alright guys, well, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.